I'm Ryder. I'm Jared, and we're your producers for today's broadcast.
Hope you enjoy.
Every day, someone takes on the hardest task a U.S. citizen can take on, joining the armed forces. They leave behind everyone and everything they love to risk their lives on the front line for our freedom. On July 1st, 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower made November 11th a day to honor American veterans of all wars. Veterans Day honors the 18.2 million Americans who work together to create the strongest military in the world. Not only do we celebrate and honor the living veterans on this day, we also remember and honor the Americans who gave their ultimate sacrifice of their life in battle. We need to remember and cherish the importance of this day. The safety of our country would be at jeopardy if it weren't for these brave men and women. Approximately 234 World War II veterans pass away per day. It is important for us to remember their stories and cherish those who fight in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Space Force.
All right. Could you explain to us a little bit about your family's military background?
My dad was in the Air Force. He served in Vietnam twice and was a fighter pilot. He flew F-15 Eagles. He was killed during a training mission on the coast of California. He had to eject from his plane and he hit his canopy and drowned. And that was when I was 7. My mom remarried somebody who was also in the Air Force. He had also previously been a Marine, served in Vietnam, and we were stationed overseas quite a bit. We lived in Spain, Germany, the Netherlands, Canada, as long as several places in the United States. We lived in Florida, Virginia, California, Arizona, so we traveled quite a bit. And then my sister is in the Coast Guard, and her husband is as well. My brother is a Marine, and I have several nephews that are also Marines, Coast Guard, and other branches of the military. So lots of people in the military in our family.
So, where is your son serving and what branch does he have?
Andrew currently is with the United States Air Force, and he's just completed his basic and his technical training with schooling. He's now on RAP, which means he's just kind of taking the break in between. He's working with a recruiter, a local recruiter, and then he'll be leaving on the 19th to report to Creech Air Force Base, where he'll work with advanced avionics, and then he'll stay at Nellis Air Force Base and then travel between the two.
I'm here with Amy Overholt, and her husband is in the military. So what branch of military is your husband in?
Craig is in the Army. He's been in for 20 years, and he is currently a legislative liaison on Capitol Hill.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy.
So, what branch did you serve in?
Army.
Where were you stationed?
I was stationed in multiple places. I have one deployment under my belt. I did a year in Bosnia, and I was in for 6 years. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zacek. I served in the Army National Guard for 4 years.
So, where did your father serve?
He was a World War II vet, and he served in the Pacific.
For how long?
He was in the Marines for 5 years.
Nice. And your uncle?
He was also a World War II vet and was in the Army and served on the Italian front. So he was in for like 4 years.
Okay. And your nephew?
My nephew he started out in the Navy and then jumped to the Army and is helicopter pilot. He has served in the War on Terror, and he is still in the military.
Thank you. All right. So what branch was your husband in?
My husband was a Marine. He was active military for 4 years, and then he was inactive for 4 years. And he went overseas several times, but he never actually made it into combat, which is a good thing. He was on a boat for 8 months and ended up touring around all of like Italy, Greece, Spain. And if he had gone into combat, he would have drove an ACE, which is a piece of equipment that would have gone through the sand dunes. So he would have been like the first one, but he never actually had to go into combat. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
So who in your family served?
My grandpa on my mom's side.
And when did he serve, and like what did he do?
He was in the Navy during World War II. He served on an aircraft carrier, the Bonhomme Richard, in the Pacific Theater. He had some time in the Atlantic Theater, the Northern Ocean. He was on a cruiser during that deployment, but he wasn't there very long. Most of the stories he told me were about his time in the Pacific Theater.
And what branch was he in?
In the Navy, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
So who served for you?
My dad.
And what branch was he in?
He was in the Army.
How many years did he serve for?
About 7.
All right, thank you.
Who fought for you?
My father did.
And in what branch?
He served in the Army.
And like what did he do? What war did he fight in?
He fought in the Vietnam War.
All right.
Yeah.
Who in your family served in the military?
It was my dad.
And what all did he do?
He worked for the Pentagon. He was a health physicist, so he helped work with biological warfare.
All right. And what branch did he serve in?
He served in the Army.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Mr. Cooper, who served in the military?
In my family, my stepfather,
What branch did he serve for?
Army,
And how long was he in the Army for?
for the duration of the Second World War.
So who served for you?
I had a grandfather on each side serve in the Navy in the Pacific Theater during World War II, and I had an uncle serve in the Army during Vietnam.
Okay. And how many years were they in there roughly?
During World War II, service was 4 years. During Vietnam, service was 3.
And what does it mean to you?
I think we get disconnected sometimes from the sacrifices that have been made to give us our freedoms. We sometimes take for granted that because it's always been there, it just automatically came to be. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it. And on this day of all days, we need to be reverent about that.
Great, thank you.
So, Kale, what branch of military are you going into, and what will be your job there?
I plan on going to the Air Force. I think I want to do maintenance, like on airplanes and stuff.
And what made you first want to get into the military?
I mean, I've always thought of doing Air Force because I'm really interested in aviation. My grandpa, he was a pilot in Vietnam, and yeah, I guess that's just sort of inspiration.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Kale.
So, Kamaya, what branch of the military are you planning on going into, and what will be your job there?
I plan on going into the Air Force, and then I plan on going into the medical field to be a surgical tech.
And what does being in the military mean to you?
It's like carrying on family tradition because a lot of my family has been into the military, and I feel like I should continue it.
Important. Well, thank you, and happy Veterans Day.
All right. Who else served, and what branches were they in?
I had one grandpa, and he was Air Force, I believe, and 2 great grandpas, Navy and Marine, an uncle, Marine, and a great uncle in Air Force.
All right. And for like how long, and like what did they do?
I know my uncle went for 4 years, I believe, and he was pretty much just in active duty all the time.
All right. What all countries did your uncle go to?
Japan, Iraq, Iran, the Philippines, and Japan.
So, Maya, what branch of military is your brother in?
He's in the Marines.
And where is he stationed at?
He's somewhere in California.
All right, well, thank you.
I'm Clay Badio, and while attending Trine University, I'm going to take the ROTC program for the Air Force.
Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Kurt.
Okay, so today we'll be making a little MRE. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about it?
So MRE stands for Meal Ready to Eat. There are 3,000 calories in each one of these bags. There's a variety. There's an entree, plus there are other things in there. They're like snacky food, and then you have small condiments like Tabasco sauce. So typically, if you were out in the field, and I could jam like 4 or 5 of what I eat in here and stuff it in my rucksack, and that was good. Okay? Oh yeah, baby. We got peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, this feels like a cake of some kind. I think that's right.
Vanilla pound cake.
Yeah, hey, that's good.
That's good
That's
stuff.
gold. This is gold as well. What's that?
We got some lemon lime beverage powder.
Oh, so you can throw it in there, get some electrolytes in you.
I have the beef stew.
Or something. You just fold it over. It takes about 5 minutes. What, are we supposed to put it in this thing? Only.
So this is lemon lime drink?
It is. So we never use these. You just had a canteen and you just dumped it in the canteen and shook it up. I don't know what this thing is.
How much water do you think we have?
I would fill it to wherever some line is at.
Say when.
Keep going. I've never had this. I will give it a go.
Pick it up.
Is it good?
It kind of tastes like.
What is it?
It's like almost like a Sprite and Mountain Dew. It's like somewhere in between there. Yeah.
If you froze it, I bet it'd be like a popsicle.
It's a nice
Looks
little
good.
slushy, yeah.
Jelly first. Bad call. Should have went peanut butter first.
You know, you're not really spreading that out too even.
Hey, just wait. You just gotta. Hey, sometimes you gotta have patience.
Hang in there.
You gotta wait for the. Well, you got peanut butter.
Hey, it's leaking.
So would people swap these?
Yes, you would trade. For jelly, you're looking for the what is described as the perfect bite.
Clearly not. Apple.
I know.
It's dry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, baby. Hey, and you know what? We wasted all of our jelly.
We did.
You could have slapped some jelly on that.
I bet
Would've
it
been
would've
right.
been better.
Well, there you go. Straight to that.
Oh, I'm good.
That's good. You want to try that camera, man? You gotta try it. There you go.
Get yourself.
It's got my
Flip the camera.
It is very good.
It is good. Yeah.
Skittles are kind of sticking to the bag.
Yeah. Skittles. Whoa, allergic. What do you think?
It's not bad.
Nah, not bad at all.
Missed a pound cake.
What do you think?
I think we
Finish it, Cooley.
Chug.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Chug.
Dude, oh my gosh.
it's good stuff. We've got some coffee preparation going on.
Are you making coffee?
I am making it.
I guess just pop the cap on and shake that.
Is that what you do?
I don't know how I'm feeling about this.
This packet says it's for 6 ounces of coffee.
Oh, that's
So,
a lot more than 6 ounces of water there.
10 more ounces.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You want me to cut it?
Yeah, go ahead. Hey. Something in there?
Oh, it's
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
look at that. Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's some beef stew.
Here goes none.
It's not bad. It's not horrible. No. You'd eat it.
I'm not that hungry. It's not really, yeah, it's not that bad.
You know.
What'd you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's like 5. It doesn't matter.
Y'all want to try it? Dude, Ireland's bites so big.
I know. Wait, thanks for hanging with us today on Cooking with Kurt. Special thanks to everybody that served. We appreciate you, and thanks for what you do for our country.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee. He crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
I don't know if